Ball knowers.
Ball knowers.
Ball knowers.
Welcome back to another EP of the Ball Knowers podcast. Had a little bit of a technological snafu last week, aka I am retarded, but we are back this week, ready to go. Let's start it off ball number three with a top 10 of your own.
Power pod.
Players
Power
with
pod.
players with the most RBIs in the 2000s.
All of the 2000s.
So 2000 to 2009.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Barry
okay.
Bonds.
Barry Bonds not on the list.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols number 2.
A-Rod.
A-Rod number 1.
Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira not on the list.
Damn it, that's a tough poll. Jim Thome.
No.
Not on the list.
All right. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miguel Cabrera is a great grass.
Miguel Cabrera not on the list.
Oh. Carlos Delgado.
Carlos Delgado number 5.
Let's go.
Is Beltran on that list?
Beltran not on the list.
RBIs.
Red Sox.
Dead Poppy.
Big Poppy number 9.
Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez number 3.
So how many are we missing?
4, 6, 7, 8, 10.
4.
Ken Griffey.
No.
Not on the list.
Oh, who's the Holiday?
Not on the list.
Kadire.
Not on the list. Shortstop.
Hanley Ramirez.
Not on the list. Started with the A's.
Tejada.
Yes. Number
Okay.
4.
Give me a clue for 10. Let's get 10 and then we can try and work through them.
10. I feel like he played left field for the Astros.
Oh, the Puma.
Bagwell.
No.
No.
Bagwell was in the Puma.
Carlos.
Nope.
Never mind. That was number 7 that I gave that.
Oh my God, this guy.
Number 10, probably most known for the Phillies. Outfielder.
Pat the Bat Burrow.
No, outfielder. He did play for the Mets a little bit.
Raul Ibanez.
Definitely didn't play for the Mets.
He was
lefty, smooth swing
he was on the World Series team.
for the Phillies.
Yeah. You know,
I don't think so.
lefty smooth.
Lefty smooth swing, played for the Mets and the Phillies.
Yeah. He had a cup of coffee with the Mets, as they'd say.
Oh, okay, so it was like his retirement year was with the Mets.
Yeah.
What position did he play in the outfield?
I think he was left field.
So he wasn't
Maybe right field.
was not known for his defense.
No, definitely not.
Oh, is Ryan Howard on this list, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, Bobby Abreu.
Yep, Bobby Abreu, number 10.
That's a great guess.
Number 6.
Wouldn't say
played right.
Wouldn't say he had a smooth swing though.
What do you mean?
It's not how I would define his swing.
Yeah.
What
He had a
would you
violent-
call it?
He had a violent swing.
Violent?
Yeah, he took mammoth hacks.
Maybe I'm just thinking about him on the Mets because he was like 40 and just like rolling through the zone.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so we
Number
got 2 left?
6, 7, 8.
I thought you said you already gave us 7.
I gave you the clue for 7.
Oh, so it's the guy I'm thinking of. It's Big Puma. I'll think of his name in a second. We'll go 6 and 8.
6 is a right fielder. Played for the Montreal Expos.
Guerrero.
Yep, he's number 6. Number 8, first baseman. I feel like Astros, maybe White Sox.
Paul Konerko.
No,
Lance
Lex Berkman.
Lance Berkman's number 7.
Let's go.
That's the big Puma, I think.
He played first base though.
Lance Berkman played outfield, I thought.
He definitely played first base for the Cardinals.
Yeah, probably past his prime.
All right, who are we forgetting here? What's the last
Yeah,
one?
just give us the last
No.
one.
Number 8. I said he plays for like the White Sox, I feel like, and the Astros, maybe. Played first base mostly. Just got a similar name to myself.
Carlos Lee.
Carlos Lee, number 8.
That's
Yeah,
who I was thinking of when we were thinking about Berkman. I was thinking of Carlos Lee.
yeah, that was a good one.
That's your top
Absolutely.
10.
That
Absolutely.
is good. That is a good one. I like that one.
All right, I'll do next week.
Wait, so give us the top 10 again all the way through.
Uh,
Oh, it was brutal.
Ooh.
Brutal. We lost them, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna ask on mute here.
Oh, that's tough. Hey, and that's
Oh,
why
he-
you're 3.
Well,
And that's why
he's figuring
Ballmer is
out
3 is 3.
he's figuring out his technological snafu on the other side of the table. Let's go through on our main argument of today. Oh, he might be back, and he's gone again. He's could
you
it
got me?
could it be?
You got me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got it.
that was tough to watch.
So we got A-Rod, Pujols, Manram, Tejada, Delgado, Guerrero, Berkman, Lee, Big Poppy, and your number 10, Bobby Abreu.
Mm.
A-Rod had 1,200. He was number 1. He had 1,243 ribbies in the 2000s.
I mean, yeah, he's an animal.
9 seasons.
Huh?
9 seasons.
10 seasons, but yeah.
Yeah, he was an animal. Won a World Series in the last one.
Oh, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolute unit.
Yeah, that's sick. All right, ball number 1. Bring us through the new topic today.
All right, so our topic of discussion is today because it is the MVP race is heating up here, at least on the NL side. The AL, I guess it's between 2 players on both sides. Now, I truly do believe that Big Dumper probably wins, regardless of how the last month goes at this point, just because people are tired of voting for Judge. So this is more of a question for the NL. Do you guys believe or think that the DH should win MVP?
No.
Yes.
Proceed.
I mean, the person plays, what is it? Like a third of the game? If that, and it's 4 at-bats every night. Like, I think you got to be providing more than just offense as a MVP in baseball. That's why pitchers don't win.
Well, they also have their own separate award.
Yeah, but I forget how many like MVPs have been pitchers, but it's very infrequently. And I think the same, like unless you have an all-world performance, I don't think a DH should win.
Here's
So
the problem, though.
So you're okay with it last year when Shohei won last year having the
No, I would have voted Lindor last year.
you don't
Of
think
course you would.
50 home runs
I don't think
is an all performance.
What?
You don't think of having 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases is an all-world performance.
No, I don't.
So then what is an all-world performance?
I don't know, like 130 ribbies, 140 ribbies,
So like what
60
Schwarber,
dongs.
so probably what Schwarber has this year.
If he gets there, yeah, maybe.
All right, Patrick, proceed.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, like I said, I feel like a couple pods ago, but it's like you can't do the thing of saying, hey, it's not possible to win the most valuable player when they are a player. Like DHs are 100% part of the game. It would be different if it was like I don't know, like the AL versus the NL debate, where it's like I don't know, like the DHs are winning in the AL every year, but NL has like people who play every day. Everyone's a DH now. Like, what's the problem with the fact that everybody has a DH? Every team has one, and if you're the best of the best and you're putting up the numbers they put up, then they justify themselves being a DH because their value might drop.
Yeah, but
if
you're
they hit the
not.
field.
But you're not doing the other part that all players need to do.
Right, I understand that, but they're doing the one part so substantially well
Yeah, but
that they're
but
impacting the game.
But let's say like Lindor last year.
Yeah.
Great defensively and great offensively. You're providing more than just a DH being great offensively.
No, yeah, I agree with you. But here, ready? Can I humor you with this for a second?
I'd rather have Trey Turner on my team than Schwarber.
So that's what I was just gonna
100
say.
days out of 100 days.
See, that's what I was just gonna say. Is that if you look at their stats right now, the third person in odds right now is Manny Machado. You know his stats for the year?
Yeah, they're brutal. They're not that
They're
good.
brutal.
Offensively, he's had a good year, but defensively, he's like one of the worst defensive
Yeah.
threats in the NL.
But yeah, he's third. I think he's at plus 600. So
It's
he's
also-
not like that far off. What?
So here's the thing. I want to be on Lee's side so badly. And I've gone back and forth in this all week thinking about this. And what leans me towards Lee's side more than anything is after watching Schwarber hit the four dongs the other night and them talking about his preparation. And here's why it's unfair and needs to be accounted for when you're discussing his offensive numbers. He gets to spend each half inning before he hits looking at all the pitches of the player that he's going to face and hitting in the cage before he goes out there.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's unfair to say that his offensive numbers. I don't know why you're texting me right now.
All right. Well, I'll say this though. Like this is the thing that you got to understand. Yes, there's an advantage inherently in that, but then you also still got to do that.
Oh, sure.
Because like
That's what tears me apart is like there's a bunch of people who try and DH who are terrible at it.
yes, exactly. And that's the part that you got to understand is that most valuable player, like they're doing their one job the best.
Who tries
And
to DH and is bad at it?
a lot of people.
Who?
I name any team that without a good DH.
The Mets.
Sure. I mean Atlanta, dumping DH.
No, I'm asking you.
Marcelo
The Mar-
Ozuna is not a bad DH. You're retarded.
No, but like in terms
But
of
Pete
like his
Alonso
value,
should be
he
a
could-
DH. If Pete Alonso was a DH, he'd probably have 70 bombs.
I would agree
Wrong.
with that.
Look at his DHing numbers.
Yeah, if he got
Not
to
good.
spend each half inning before he hitting in the cage, he would have 30 more home runs. And then not to also take away the fact of standing on your feet for 2 hours every night.
Yeah, that matters. That
Yeah.
grind matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think it matters in the award.
It does matter.
I think it does matter. I think you get to account for it. Now, I think you should be allowed to win it as a DH. However, it should be taken in consideration when you're voting for the DH.
Yeah, like Lindor should have probably won it last year.
And Trey Turner should be the second best odds.
Sure.
Because
But like yeah.
the fact that Schwarber's going to probably have 130 RBIs and
right.
possibly 60 home runs should probably win it for him.
But
Yeah.
I mean, those RBIs are because Trey Turner's getting on base and grinding his ass off and having like a 400 on base percentage and 300 batting average.
I'm pretty sure Schwarber leads off like half the time.
I'm just saying, like, that matters.
Sure, but also again, then you
Like
make-
having guys
like,
on
because
base.
He's on base. Just because he's on base, he has to hit them in. So it's like you go back and forth.
Yeah, well,
I think your
Running
argument where
around.
you can pull people in is that they get extra swings to prepare themselves. That in itself is
and they don't play actual baseball.
I mean, this is where you lose people. Yeah, they do.
I mean, growing up,
They have
growing
DHs
up,
in college
If
for
Schwarber,
pitchers.
if Schwarber had to play left field day in day out, would his numbers be the same?
no.
Pitchers don't bat in college.
So
There's
What does this
DHs
have-
there. And I'm saying, like, you're saying they're not playing baseball. It DHs
Yeah,
a thing.
DHs aren't. Yeah, but
It's a thing
but
in
all
every
time,
level
but
of
all
baseball.
time DHs
And how-
is not a thing.
and how many
Yeah.
DHs? How many DHs are getting drafted?
I bet you that number's probably getting higher.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
Every
yeah.
time it flashes on, it's like third baseman, shortstop, first base.
You never
Yeah.
know. You never know.
I-
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. But like, I think you got to understand the value at like Major League Baseball is totally different now.
Yeah, which
Yeah, but it doesn't.
brings me to a point that I was going to bring up that's related to this. Something concerning I've been looking at is the fact that the supposed best contact hitter in baseball, Luis Ariz, if you had to guess how many hits he had this year, what would you guess?
152.
He has a Patrick?
I was gonna say 130.
He has 150 hits.
Ball knower.
I think the hit epidemic is a bigger deal than the average epidemic.
Yeah, but what's that have to do with the
What does that
MVP?
mean?
What does that have to do with the MVP? I think the game is changing to the point where people no longer value putting the ball in play and actually getting
Yeah,
hits. That's what I think is concerning.
it's garbage to watch, to be honest.
Like, how can he be the
Yeah,
best contact hitter in baseball and he's going to probably finish with 170 hits at maximum?
yeah.
Yeah, how many was Ishiru averaging?
Yeah, well, it goes down the line of like how many people are probably going to reach the 3,000 mark. And out of the young players, I think Bobby Witt has the only possible chance. And I did the
What's
math.
con-
For the next 13 years, he'd have to average 177 hits a year, which is doable, but he'd be playing until he's 38, averaging 177 hits.
Yeah, probably won't happen.
And I want you to get your guys' thoughts on this too. As everyone says, like, oh, the averages are lower because the pitchers are better, which is obviously,
Not true.
well, yes, it's definitely the pitchers have gotten better. However, that's not an excuse for people having lower averages. Like pitchers have consistently gotten better all throughout time. And if people want to make it
Right.
like more people throw 95 plus than they did 15 years ago, it's like, all right, go look at 1950 versus 1980 and see if the fastballs got faster. Like they clearly
I,
did.
I think I think some of it's like the radar gun too.
I love this conspiracy. Let it fly.
Like look
Radar
at
guns aren't real.
no, I just think
This is awesome.
I think they're juiced.
I also agree with that.
I think people like seeing the big
Yeah.
numbers. I don't think like I listen to Keith Hernandez like on the Mets thing, and he's always like, yeah, they throw about the same as he's like 98 is like 95 in our time. Like that's just how they look at it. So I don't know what's going on with it, but I think people just look at home runs. They're trying to hit home runs. They don't really care about average, and I don't think it's like fun baseball to watch.
Yes, that's why you don't think DHs matter.
They don't matter.
No, they do matter. I just also it was something that was said in the Twins game this weekend with Royce Lewis. They tried talking to him about like his struggles because obviously he's a very talented player. And he said, well, it's arbitration. So like I don't have time in the middle of the season to spend like a month or two to mess with my swing. Like even because if it brings down my numbers even farther, then I'm screwing myself out of money,
Yeah,
which is definitely not wasn't happening 20 years ago.
right.
Ball number two, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I get that too, but like, I also think that like if somebody who's staring at their average, I don't, I think at the end of the year they know where they sit. If they're sitting in the like mid 200s, like nobody's gonna bat an eye at that. So it's not like a driving force. So you're going 1 for 4 consistently, and if that one is a 2-run home run, you'd rather have that than going 2 for 4 with two singles.
To make money, yes.
That's what I'm saying. And just in terms of value for what the team's going to spend money on, they're going to spend money on people who can produce runs and get RBIs.
Yeah, but you also, I think this is like one of the biggest flaws in today's baseball is because everyone's trying to be that player. You can't have nine of those guys in a
Oh
lineup.
no, I agree with you, like team building wise. But I'm saying if you're like an individual player who's like looking at your next contract, you're probably like, I'd rather go 1 for 4 every game, take mean hacks. Like it's what drives you nuts. Where it's like, oh, 2 count. All right, dude, let's shorten this up here and let's knock a run over. Let's do something smart with the baseball. And they take mean hacks. 0-2, they don't change their swing at all. And you're like, how is that possible? It's because they'd rather go yard 0-2, take a chance than put a ball in play.
Well, but it's so weird though because you watch players who don't do that and they're significantly better than the players that try and do that. Like Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are two
Yes.
players who change their approach with two strikes and they're the most
Yeah.
like highest paid players. So why wouldn't people just do what they do?
Because
So
they're not smart.
yeah, that's why I don't buy this argument of like, oh, let's just take a mean hack with O2. It's like
Like
you're better to the chances that on an O2 pitch you're gonna hit an absolute moonshot versus just making contact for a hit. I'm
you
not
can still you can still hit a home run by choking up and not take like Soto chokes up, doesn't take a stride, still makes contact, still can go deep if you square it up. So it's not like you're completely like diminishing your power odds by shortening up. It's just a more compact swing.
Yeah.
And these idiots out there that just like think they gotta swing for the fences every 2 seconds is just idiotic.
Yeah, so I don't understand from like an organizational standpoint why you keep letting players do this. Like I don't understand from the GM to the
It's
coaches.
got to be an analytics like nerd like Stearns move.
Again, with the Mets take, I think it's a whole league-wide problem though.
Well, yeah, I just don't like that guy, but his face bothers me.
Yeah, I think I just don't understand it from an organizational standpoint because you look at a team, although I don't like them, the Padres have done a good job of trying to get a mix of all like contact and power hitters in the same lineup.
Right,
And the Mets did it last year. Like they weren't an all-power team. Like they had a
right,
mix of contact players that mix in with power players, and like that's what you need to build a lineup. You just can't throw
correct,
nine dudes who are batting 220 and hitting 30 home runs. Like that's not a lineup.
correct.
So why do people keep trying to do it? I just don't understand it.
It's got to be an analytics thing. That's the only thing I can point to.
Yeah, but it's not working. Like the teams that are
I
playing,
know, but they keep doing all this shit that doesn't work.
yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either.
Well,
Friggin' nerds are ruining baseball.
yeah, like I know it's my team, and like they have it definitely have exceeded expectations. But a team like the Marlins have clearly taken a more of a a different approach than the rest of the league and tried to build out a full lineup. And like they've exceeded expectations. No, they're not going to win the World Series or win any playoff games or even make the playoffs, but they've put together a lineup that each night like has different components to it to help it score runs other than just hit home runs.
Yeah, I mean, I watched them play. That there are a lot of contact, like not really striking out that much. Tough at bats. That's what you need. You need tough at bats 1 through 9.
Yeah.
You know, guys that like if you sprinkle in a couple power guys that strike out a lot, like it makes it easier on the pitcher. Like if you have one or two, it's hard to work through a lineup. If you have nine, makes it pretty easy for the pitcher.
Well, they even said today on the Marlins broadcast with Kodai Senga, right? So he obviously does really well against teams that are swinging for the fences because he tries to nibble the corners.
Right.
And when he faces teams like the Marlins, who are a more contact-oriented team, like you're going to struggle because they're going to take those pitches, and then even if they're borderline and they're decent pitches to hit, like they're going to make solid contact off of it.
Right.
So like that type of pitching doesn't do well against contact teams, but he'll crush the Yankees.
Yeah, he's been sucking wang lately anyway.
Well, he's going to suck against contact-oriented teams, which for him, fortunately, there's not many.
Yeah. Well, his last like 5 have been god awful. I think he was trying to cry the other day after a game.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the status of the Mets recently?
Probably one of the worst run franchises in the MLB.
Yeah, I'll have to second you on that.
I
Definitely.
mean,
I was pretty hot. I thought
when
after the Philly series, I was like, oh, this team's going to the World Series.
yeah, and then you absolutely shake and they do it all the time. It's always the
But
Marlins.
they lost. It wasn't
Oh
like the
seven,
Marlins.
oh eight, Marlins.
Like it wasn't like they. It's not like the Marlins necessarily beat them either. Like the Mets just played terrible baseball.
No. Just like can't throw, can't catch, can't like the
The Beatty
fundamentals
throw today, insane.
hilarious.
Like not even close. Like McNeil's not even in the bag. He's like, oh, let me whip this thing as hard as I can.
Yeah, just
The Nimmo play,
moronic.
the Nimmo play yesterday.
Yeah, the Pete Alonso, Clay Holmes catch whenever that was.
Yeah,
The guy looked like he's about as coordinated as a baby deer.
yeah.
Just mind blowing.
It's crazy. Like they just beat themselves all weekend.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like you're a potential World Series team, and here you are making these mistakes in late August. It's like,
I'm just tired of watching these starting pitchers when we got an absolute stud down in AAA just wheeling and dealing. I gotta watch freaking David Peterson attempt to throw strikes.
I do have to say though, most of the teams in the NL are reeling currently. It's not just the Mets who aren't playing well.
No, I know, and like if they get in, they'll have a chance. Like it is what it is. Like I'll have to watch it and like get into it all over again.
Yeah.
But it's just so like frustrating when you have like all these. Well, I'll say the frustrating part as a Mets fan is they have all this money, and I feel like they just wasted it on stupid signings, like these long term like Nimmo McNeil signings.
Yeah, this was before Stearns, right? So
No, I know, but it's like I would try and find a way to move on from these guys. Like
I would say
Some of the starting pitching.
again, I would say McNeil has played well for his contract.
I mean, this year he's been all right. You look at last year, he was probably one of the worst second basemen in the league.
Yeah, but this year
So
he's been an above average hitter. He has an 800 OPS. Like he's been a very solid hitter this year.
yeah, he's been all right. It's just I don't know. I'm tired of watching him, I think.
Yeah, you guys hate lifelong Mets.
No, he just cries all the time. Like you're gonna get out, dude. Like 7 out of 10 times, most likely.
Yeah, I don't know. Then you look like at the Padres, they lose 2 out of 3 of the Mariners, lose 2 out of 3 of the Twins. Like they're not playing that well. The Dodgers haven't looked great.
But the problem is like that gives us like room to like jump up the ladder.
Oh, I
Like
agree. And they, like
you should be gaining on these teams, and then you're doing dumb shit like that.
yeah, no, like the Cubs haven't been playing that well. The Brewers
Yeah,
have come back down to earth like a little bit. So it's
yeah.
not like I'm trying to comfort you a little bit. It's not like the NL has been dominating and the Mets are just kind of slipping. It's just kind of everyone's just kind of, cruising along, unfortunately, which
We
means
get
it's probably not going to be good baseball in October. It's just going to be a bunch of teams like who doesn't lose first is probably what it's going to come down to.
the only thing I'm clinging to is that we have Jonah Tong and Noah McLean, who are our studs, and then I'm hoping they bring up Sproat, and then we just got 3 young aces because the rest of our starting rotation is garbage.
I would say though, if you're relying on three rookie pitchers in the postseason, your chances are probably pretty low to.
No, I know, but that's literally what I'm hanging my hat on. Is like these guys just being disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm relying on Clay Holmes to pitch in the playoffs, might as well just go home now
Who do you think makes it out of the NL today?
to the World Series.
Yeah.
I still think the Phillies. They picked up Walker Buehler today. I know he didn't do well for the Red Sox, but that dude's a monster. Playoff time, stud.
I think I want to go Padres.
You think it's their year?
I think the tough thing about them is their starting pitching isn't great like the Mets. However, if they get a lead,
Yeah, the
if I
bullpen's
had to look at
nasty.
them, they don't blow leads.
Yeah.
They don't blow leads, and they have a very solid defensive team. And Laureano's looked like one of the best hitters in baseball since they picked him up.
Tyler Rogers blew another game for the Mets.
Yeah,
Great pickup.
Cedric
Great
Mullins
trade.
sucks. Cedric Mullins sucks too.
I told you that. I said that 7 weeks ago.
Yeah, he sucks.
I know it's hilarious. When Tyrone Taylor is starting over you, you know that was a hell of a trade.
Yeah, he's pretty brutal.
Oh my God. Mind blowing.
Pretty brutal. Who else? I don't know. I haven't watched many Cubs games. I probably should have watched them today. Maybe I'll watch
How's
them.
PCA doing these days?
People have been roasting them pretty hard, so it makes you feel better, probably.
But maybe it was the cocaine again.
I don't know. Yeah, he's probably it's the drugs for sure. They're wearing down. He's gonna do a playoff pick me up.
He needs it.
Yeah, on the AL side, like obviously my money's on the Tigers. So
I love the Tigers. Riley Green MVP.
yeah, I also love the Tigers. Um, Another thing that I looked at before we started today was the amount of hate that Juan Soto has gotten
Yeah, it's insane.
for a very, 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 very good season. Not a great season by his standards,
I
but
mean, for Mets standards, it's pretty darn good.
to have 35 home runs, so he's
Yep.
ninth, or he's I think he's ninth in home runs, seventh in OPS. He's third, I think, in on base percentage. It's laughable how well he's actually played, and people like the 2 home run game. Like the Mets should have won
Yeah,
yesterday with his 2 home runs, and they pooped it away.
yeah,
It's not his fault. The rest of the team sucks. Like he's been playing really well.
right. He probably hates being a Met.
But I don't think he hates it. He probably hates some players on his teams.
Oh yeah, he absolutely loathes Pete Alonso.
Probably hates Pete and probably hates the bullpen besides Greg Soto.
He loves Greg Soto. He's
That
always out there talking to him in the fence.
I know you're a big Swaggy V guy, but
I love Swaggy V.
what a total puss move today to get hit by an 87-mile-an-hour changeup that nicks your thigh, and then to start talking shit to Sandy Alcantara. It's just a wild fucking move.
Maybe he thought it was a fastball. Maybe he read fastball.
Maybe red fastball. Oh, fastball. And then
Sometimes you don't know when it hits that quad.
And then for Sandy to respond with "Don't fucking look at me," just an all time move.
Yeah. I mean, he should have at least like punched him once.
Well, Mark walked away like a little bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not what you want.
No, especially when your team's fault. Like that could have been like the Mets turnaround was them getting
Right. Yeah, he should have just spear tackled him.
yeah, just gone for it. I mean, Sandy's like 6'8", like 250, but sure.
I know, but you gotta get low. Low man wins.
Those long arms, you know.
Yeah.
Those long arms. On the AL side, who's
Ball knower number 2 is trying to get back on.
is it?
Yeah, he fell asleep at the wheel.
I just got
Look at this view, by the way.
How do you add him back in?
I have no idea.
Oh, it should be the same link.
Yeah, shouldn't he just click on the link?
Idiot. Ball number 2, one of the dumbest people of all time.
Top 10.
AL okay, the AL West drama. Do you think this is finally the year that Houston's like dynasty ends?
I hope so. I really can't stand watching them.
Is Jordan back yet?
I don't think so. He's still rehabbing, I think.
Jordan. He returns from injured list after hand fracture, and he is back.
Playing
Yep.
on the actual team?
Yep.
Oh my god, ball knower.
Yeah, he's back. He had 2 hits yesterday.
That's not a great look for me.
He's been back since the 26th, looks like. Yeah, not a good look for you.
That's 5 days. That's not bad.
Yeah. I think I don't know, is like if they have to win the division to probably make it, if I had to look at it again, with the Red Sox, Yankees, and Blue Jays.
Right.
So do they? Currently, Seattle is in the last wild card. And Houston. All right, so they're gonna both make it. Texas has been turning up, won 5 in a row. I still stand by it. If they make the playoffs or win the World Series,
Yeah, but they shut down Evaldi.
don't care.
Jacob deGrom MVP.
The Seattle has a plus 25 run differential, and Texas has a plus 92. So if the boys get hot, they're winning the World Series.
Put some money on it.
Well, I put money on the Tigers already, so I can't
Yeah, you can't double dip in the AL.
double.
Oh shit.
Oh, number 2 is back. Absolutely brutal by you.
Who does number 2 work for?
Number 2, this is the problem. Number 2 was trying to stay headphones for good technology quality with the recording, and now my phone died. So it is.
We talked a lot
Is this-
we talked a lot of Mets ball.
Of course,
Obviously, Lee's pretty upset.
I would expect nothing else.
How are you feeling? What is your temperature on the season right now?
I mean, the Mets are going to go into the playoffs no matter what. The Reds are a joke. They're not going to lose the third wild card, so they're going to go to the playoffs. It's whether or not it's a long run where they get some magic, or they just get stomped out in the wild card round.
Well, you think
What's the key to a long run?
Key to a long run is just making sure that they can like keep the game close enough through the 5th inning.
So that their bullpen can blow it.
It's not even just the bullpen blowing it, but like they just, for whatever reason, they get these early holes and they just have zero desire to play baseball after
So starting pitching is essentially what you're saying.
it could be starting pitching. It could just be them like, all right, cool. They gave up 3 runs. That's all right. Shake it off. Let's go back and get 2. And it's like, nope, still down 3-0 by the 5th.
Who's your 3 starters in the playoffs?
Peterson, Manaea, McLean.
Where's Jonah Tong in that action?
He's not in there.
Why not?
I think he's fine, but I'm not gonna like crown. What do you want to crown him? You trying
Yeah.
to crown king? No, I'm not
Gross.
gonna crown the guy after one start.
That's all I needed.
He
You
was
know what
good.
my starting? You know what my three is?
Yeah, I know what it is. You're gonna pull up
What?
Sproat too. You're just gonna be like this.
Sprogo.
This is
Sprogo.
yeah, and then both these guys are gonna suck next year somehow, and you're like, yeah, I don't know why get these guys off my team.
I would never say that.
Yeah, you would. Put it down, ball number one. He's gonna say it next year when like Sprout goes like 0 for 3, 6 runs ERA. He's gonna be like, yeah, this guy sucks.
Would never say that ever.
Ball number two. Do you want to put money on the Mets blowing it in September? Because this is what you guys do best.
Oh no, the
For
Mets
them to
make
not make the playoffs?
Correct.
What are the
Nah.
odds that they don't make the playoffs?
Currently, we're the
Yeah.
Mets odds, but they have a 4-game and a 5-game lead on the Reds and Giants, respectively.
Yeah, the Mets will make the playoffs.
Remember when they were up against the Phillies 7 games with 11 to go? I remember those days.
3 days ago, they were at 90%, but I doubt they are right now.
I know, but what's Vegas? What odds am I getting
For them
in
to
Vegas?
not make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Fangraphs right now has them at a 93% chance to make the playoffs.
Right. You would have to take the odds on the Reds. That's how you would do this bet. You just say Reds or Giants to make the playoffs.
Yeah, Reds have a 4% chance, and the Giants have a 2% chance to make.
Right. Yeah. So like, I mean, yeah, sky's falling right now, but they can dial it in, get the pitchers they want to get figured out. They're the best.
Isn't there a good young like outfielder on the Giants that they picked up?
He's betting 130. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stud.
He's pretty brutal.
He's 130 with a home run and 4 RBIs.
I mean, Dom Smith hit McCovey Cove the other weekend.
Can we move off the Mets? I got one final takeaway for.
I'm talking about the G-men.
You got 30 seconds. Go.
Okay, 30 seconds. This is where I want to land with this. Do you feel like this is an AL World Series this year or an NL World Series, regardless of teams?
AL.
Because it does flip flop. There are odds with that too. It's like roulette.
AL.
You think it's AL?
The AL is better this year.
Yeah, I think it's an AL.
Phillies are winning the World Series this year.
Ball knowers. See you guys.
Ball knowers. Good episode.
Ball knowers.